It offers me an option right off the bat. Let's just close it. All right, that's weird. All right, well, I did a short on this, but the short got erased, so I figure it's better to do it live now. Why not? I've been trying to figure out how to bring that short back for the last 20 minutes. It's not happening. Anyway, what the short was about was I opened Weller Foolproof that I bought, the Sazerac Kansas Select edition of the Weller Foolproof, and tried it on there. It was a neck pour, still gonna be just a neck pour. We'll try it again because trust me, it doesn't really matter. I probably should have went and got a Glencairn, but I don't think it really matters. Not this time of morning. I'm not doing it for whatever. Oh my God. Same thing I got last time, just in this little glass right here. Caramel cherry vanilla in abundance, just in pure abundance. The color on this is awesome. I poured a little in my coffee too. It goes good in coffee. Excuse me. Anyway, this is not an intense thing, so let's just do it this way. Top of the morning was top of the morning to you too. Anyway, it's got a good nose on it. It's reminiscent of the Weller 107 to me on the nose. Very reminiscent of the Weller 107. That cherry note that I get in the 107 is definitely here. I got busy work to do I should be doing, but this has been on my mind for the last 3. Should do it last night, but I didn't. I got busy doing other things, so. Oh man, the nose in this is outstanding. I wouldn't say it was more complicated or that much different than the 107, but definitely a little bit more richer maybe. Cheers. You get the 114 proof. Syrupy. Very syrupy. Cherry vanilla. Cherry vanilla. Nice background on the caramel. It's a way to start your day off right, man. I just had to know what I bought. I'll do a more in-depth review after I've had 2 or 3. You can tell I just got up. I don't know. I think it's good. Is it worth the inflated price? Well, when it's the only price you can pay to get it, I guess it is worth the inflated price. I gave $191 for it plus tax, a little over 2, and that's only because I've only seen one other one. Like I said in the comments previously, the other one was like $250. It was last year or 2 years ago, something like that. So I thought, well, it's either do it or don't do it. It's probably the only bottle I'll ever see again if I see any more. I won't pay that price again, I can tell you that. But is it worth the price? As a one-time thing? Yeah, probably. Probably worth the price. There's just a drop left in here. Even though I don't mind starting my day off right, I do have limits. And at 114 proof, what I drank a few minutes ago, this is plenty. Even the drop is good. So, in a little bit, I get what I got to get done down here. I got to cut some leather, get some few other things done. After I get that done, I'll jump in the shower and start my day the real way. I might go fishing today. Who knows? That's kind of the goal. So we'll see how it turns out, though. Often I make plans that are replanned by my wife. Let's just put it that way. Anybody that's married kind of understands that. Sometimes you have plans, you don't know you had plans until she tells you you had plans 20 minutes before those plans go into effect. And you're like, oh, okay. So it kind of reroutes your entire day. Drinking this early, yeah, it really is just a sample drink, is all it really was. It wasn't nothing more than that. I've been wanting to try it since I bought it, and I just kept thinking about it. Am I drinking it to get drunk? No, I just had probably that much in this little glass, just a little bit enough to taste it. Uh, got my coffee right here. So, but yeah, I had to open it and taste it. I was just kind of curious and wondering what it tasted like. And it's really good. It's reminiscent of the 107. It's got a little bit more power to it than the 107 does. A little bit more mouthfeel, a little more syrupy. Let it sit for about a week or two like this and let a little oxygenation get in there. Leave the cork off for just a little bit would help. And I look for the flavors to improve a little bit. Maybe, maybe not. Don't always happen that way. Sometimes it does. Yeah, Jason. Yep. This is my only one. So far, the little bit of sample I've had, I've enjoyed. Yes. But like I said, don't see it very often. This is only the second one I have ever seen. Not that I've ever went shopping specifically for it, but the only other time I remember seeing it was a liquor store on South Rock Road in Wichita had one, and they had some obnoxious price on it. I think it was, like I said, $250 if I recall, and I was like, no. $250, I can buy one heck of a scotch with some age on it. For bourbon's one of them things that's weird. It kind of reaches a plateau to me. The differences between basic bourbon to, let's say, bonded or 4-year-old bourbon is there can be a vast difference there. But once you get from the bonded to the really top end bourbons, the difference is not so great. Is it more better? It's more better. Listen to me. Is it better? Yes, it is better than some of the top end bourbons will be. But the distance from the good basic bonded bourbon to the top end bourbons is, let's say, just about like that much. It's minuscule compared to if we just take a standard 12-year-old Scotch and you increase the price to an 18 or 21-year-old Scotch, you're looking at vast differences in flavors. The flavors just expand. And I think that's the difference between bourbon and Scotch. You have to deal with for price per flavor is less on a bourbon than it is on Scotch. That's my experience anyway. And that's not to say I'm not banging on bourbons. I don't say anything bad about bourbons at all because I like bourbons. I drank bourbon long before I ever drank Scotch. I mean, a long time. And then I've been about 87. A guy bought me a Johnny Walker Black at the NCO club. And I was like, I drank it for him, but I immediately ordered a Wild Turkey 101 afterwards. I've drank that for a long, long time. And back then you didn't care about a lot of things. Whether you enjoyed it or not was about all you really cared about. You didn't really examine the flavors. I didn't do that till probably around 2012-ish time frame. Then I really started thinking about what I was drinking after watching a few Ralphie reviews and stuff like that. Prior to that, just tasted good, You didn't really sit there and think, why is this tasting so much better than that one? Or I never did anyway. So, but yeah, it was I didn't have a single malt scotch. It was 2012. I went to a company party at Murphin. I did some wells for Murphin, and they invited me to a company party there. And I poured off, I forget what bourbon it was they had. I think it was a Blanton's. I had a pour of Blanton's, and a really good friend of mine, the landman at McCoy, came up to me. He goes, "Have you tried this scotch here? Do you like scotch?" I said, "I have, I had Johnny Walker Black back in the day once." And I said, "I didn't really care for it too much." And I said, "I don't really care for Irish whiskey either." He goes, "Well, try this. You got to try it." And it was one of the original Macallan, I don't know what the barrel strength back then or the barrel proof. It was before what we have for Macallan barrel strength now. And it was a 12-year-old and a red label on it. So he gave me his glass. I rinsed out the water, took a little sip of that. I downed that damn Blanton's, went and poured me a big old slug off of that. My love affair with Macallan began there. They had other things too. I had a Japanese whiskey. It was an 18-year-old Japanese whiskey they had there. It was really good too, but I think the Macallan was more my style personally, with all that sherry flavor in it. We left there and we went straight to a liquor store. Couldn't buy that, of course. Didn't know what to buy. Didn't know nothing about anything other than the things I'd seen on Ralphie, just watching it. And I really didn't pay attention, just kind of watched Ralphie. So I grabbed a Glen, not a Glen. Doggone it, they come in the triangle bottles. It was a 15-year-old anyway. And it was the, doggone, I can't think of the name of it. I probably got it over there somewhere. Not that bottle. I don't think I got that bottle anymore. I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, yeah, Glenfiddich. A Glenfiddich 15. And we got home and I just thought, well, that's pretty good. It's not as good as the Macallan, but that's pretty good. And that's what started my Scotch adventure right there. Single malt Scotch adventure. I haven't looked back since. I could get me some more coffee. I'm not going to drink any more this morning, or I'll get curbed and won't get nothing done today. But the coffee's good. Coffee goes good, real good down on top of it. Anyway, what I got to do today is I bought a made in Portland, Oregon, a fastball Gerber and an S30V, or what I'm going to do this morning anyway. I got it out of the box. You know, I'm an old-time Gerber fanboy. I got so many old Gerber knives, and I like them all. Opened it up, barely cut paper. It won't cut it right now. Not that any of you is interested in this. This is more whiskey than not whiskey. But see, it just won't even cut now. But before it would barely cut paper, you could force it to cut, but it wouldn't quite cut. Drill the tip through it will at the tip. Anyway, I took and I broke down about 15 cardboard boxes for trash day yesterday, and it just got incredibly dull. So I want to run it across my ceramic stone for a little while, get it sharpened back up so it has some use. But them old Gerber Gators and stuff I've used a lot. They hold their edge. You got to sharpen them once in a while, but the S30V is supposed to hold its edge for a very long time. And it just didn't come out of the box very sharp. I've gotten Chinese knives, or I'm not banging on Chinese knives. Don't misunderstand me, but I've got imported knives, not even necessarily Chinese, Taiwan, Japan. When you open them up like that, they will slice paper just smooth and easy. For some reason, this one won't. And it's got the newer steel in it. It's not the greatest newest steel, but I think it's the first or second of the powdered steels. But anyway, bought it, liked it, disappointed in it. We'll take care of that later though, after I get off here. Well guys, I don't really know what else to talk about. I just wanted to kind of show you guys, try it, because like I said, I just couldn't wait anymore. I woke up thinking about it going, I haven't tried that. And I'm not one of those guys that buys a bottle of whiskey and just stores it and never drinks it. Now I have a few like that, but I have a lot of bottles of whiskey and I can't always get to them all. In this case though, I wanted to get to it. I bought it on Tuesday? So Saturday morning, so it made it 5 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days. But I'll have a couple of more drams off of it, get it down to about here or so. Then we'll do a review. It'll have to be in about 3 weeks or 4 weeks possibly, or later. I got a work thing coming up, so I'm not gonna be able to deal with this while I'm not working. It's distant tweaking. Well, I want to get off here, guys. Have a good morning. Thank you, guys. Thanks, everybody, for getting on here. I appreciate it, and I will talk to y'all later. And everyone, remember, the spirit and glass isn't running from you. Take your time, sip, enjoy it. You'll be better for it, as we all will. I got that all messed up. Thank you, guys. What does it say there? Oh, I pushed the wrong button.